two players very accomplished in their own ways. Let's see how two Titans face, eh?
Yeah, I will say this has also been a really fun part about Group D. I think it might have been mentioned on the Overflow stream. Among the 16 players we have for this entire Swiss group, 10 countries are represented. So this is like a really, really diverse group of players.
Oh, don't do this to me, man. One of them's already gone, and you know which one it is. Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
My boy Hamburger, you did us proud. But anyway, I'll focus on this match for now, and it's starting off with a bit of a bang. One player breaks their surge, another holds it with a 20 spike, going into a 30. Oh, beautiful! And they're in that line! Oh, my God!
He was barely cycling through to these eyepieces.
Jesus!
Time is running out. Oh, the small surge, that's enough to poke Duke into a disadvantageous position. And that is finally going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. 1-0 to Mythical Rocket.
Oh my God! Alright, what a way to start!
Get some more air.
And what is this opener, Davo? I don't recognize it. Do you, or is it a complete misdrop?
For a Mythical, it was a misdrop of MS2, I believe.
Okay. Wow, what a way to start things off. Okay. Not letting us down.
Hugh missed the T-piece. The O cannot skim.
Oh.
Again, there is no place for a square, my lord, and Mythical Rocket off to a 2-0 start. Going for SDPC spin this time around, a lot quicker than the previous round, and also a lot more accurate in these placements.
And already with a surge break, Mythical putting the pressure onto HUGH. And now with two very clean wells, looking at burning with a spin, and they get into another downstep with that quad, taking another one, and HUGH is at the top of the board with a clean well. But it's just clean back and forth. There's no small chunks at all.
Oh, but
no mess in sight.
I will say Mythical Rocket able to get this surge consistently past 4 and get that extra bit of surge damage. HUGH hasn't really relied on surge at all for this round.
Oh, the misdrop with the TPs! What are you doing, HUGH? A third one goes over to Mythical Rocket.
I will say it is very impressive that HUGH's been able to keep pace without really using surge to its greatest impacts. However, I think over an extended period of time, that will mean that HUGH is going to have less firepower overall to counter everything, and that may make things much more dire than they could need to be.
Oh, nice.
Although, as I say that, we got the 4 surge from HUGH, but
oh my lord. No.
A counter spike, 30 damage from Mythical Rockets. Over 400 versus score, and again, as we keep getting further and further into this TWC bracket, that damage is really going to start ramping up, and unless you're prepared to deal with all of it, it could be a very quick trip out of the bracket.
Yeah, I'm getting the feeling the Mythical Rockets macro is also quite stronger than anticipated. He was definitely struggling to handle it. They need to get around on the board as soon as possible.
Ooh.
And they're just having to tank. Jeez. Alright. Alrighty.
He's got a decent bit of cheese to work through, but has a pretty solid downstack combo to fight off most of that incoming garbage.
Yeah, no, nice skimming here, taking their time. Although I don't think they can afford to do that when they're playing against one of the speed typing record holders. Jeez. Alright.
Yeah, but perfect IP cycling. This is still a really nice situation for HUGH. Is not really behind by too much, has a lot less damage overall, but has been doing a great job at keeping himself alive. A couple
honestly, some pretty good spikes there that's going to put some... Oh, wow, 29! Where'd that come from?
The counter spike...
But Mythical Rocket access the clean well! It doesn't matter! And HUGH has a misdrop! And they're going to go down, what?
And somehow...
Mythical pulled that back with just immediately, okay, fair, you're not fair. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to judge.
That's 5 straight games to, I mean, honestly, off to a quite literally a rocket start. And things are going to be not looking too great for HUGH unless the momentum starts to change right here, right now. Needs something to happen, and very quickly. But this great surge and board state advantage might be what HUGH is looking for. Able to pop off that surge, but there's not going to be a garbage multiplier or any substantial attack beyond that that's going to supplement the surge, making getting this KO much more tricky. Oh, and soaking over the garbage.
I don't want to worry anybody, but we are halfway to a sweep. So, start cheering for HUGH in the chat. I think they need the support.
I will say that there were 2 likely sweeps that happened yesterday in Swiss Group C that both ended at 6-0, turning into 6-1. However, this is a lot of garbage that HUGH still has to deal with, and there's not a lot of great down stacks, and the time is slipping out of HUGH's grasp. Needs to find something, as Mythical Rocket only needs 4 more games to advance into the 2-2 portion of our Swiss phase.
This is a terrifying position to be in, and can you imagine how it's affecting their mindset? They've got to overcome not just another player, but themselves at this point. It is a grueling uphill battle that I believe Sisyphus would be envious of being in.
And again, I know it can be kind of cliche to be like, oh, you know, greatest enemy can be yourself, but especially when it just becomes, you know, several rounds all in a row, it can be very difficult to regain momentum. Nice 180 spin.
The square, no!
And so many misdrops from HUGH. I'm not sure if this is exactly fatigue or nerves. It could be a mix of both. But as the smoke is clearing, Mythical Rocket is truly blasting away with this advantage right now. 3 games remain for a win condition. That's going to be a
complete runaway. Oh my good lord. Mythical Rocket's aggression is just out of this world. It's wild.
Well, HUGH gambles for a little bit of some extra garbage into a smaller attack, but it covers up the garbage and makes playing through the rest of that board with efficiency kind of difficult. But I think as well, HUGH is kind of just desperately looking for something to send a lot of garbage quickly over to Rocket.
The extension from HUGH was beautiful. Okay, all right, that's what they need. They're on the precipice of denying the sweep, and they do it. Yes! No sweep.
HUGH, after things looking very, very dire, able to deny the sweep. I think literally last week was the last time we've had a sweep in our TWC Swiss phase. These matches have been so close, and although Mythical Rocket has been doing incredibly well against HUGH, it is not enough to guarantee a sweep. Truly another beast of a demon to conquer if you're looking for one here at the TWC. No set is guaranteed, no player is free, and no round is going to be an easy task to win. However, with the
is not going to probably win them a second round. Access the well, 2 quads in a row, takes everything to use it.
3 perfect.
And even has access to him. This could even be a second round for them, and it is! Oh my god, that's amazing! All right, HUGH, getting the ball rolling finally.
Perfect timing with those eye pieces. Again, it like literally waited for the attack, had the perfect opportunity for not 1, not 2, but 3 eye pieces almost all consecutively, and then just the extra insult to injury follow-up. More than enough to secure that round.
That was fantastic. Yeah, the timing there, deciding to actually wait a moment to accept some garbage and then cancel it as well with those 2 eyepieces, then capitalize on that. Well played from HUGH. That's got to give them some confidence now, I think. But Mythical Rocket, seemingly unfazed, just stacking to the heavens here, accepting a little bit more, and right at the top.
Oh, no, not that misdrop, but that could be another opportunity for HUGH. HUGH is also really high up on this board, needs something, needs to find it fast.
They're out. They're out.
Get to that eyepiece.
Yeah, they get back down to the garbage cap, and I think we're pretty clean right now.
Rocket. Ooh, tries to cheese up HUGH's board, but it's not going to happen. HUGH is ready with a little mini 4-wide to solidify off with just a little bit more of that incoming garbage. Oh, the misdrop test, that's not going to be great.
Oh, yeah, that's heartbreaking. Okay, it's going to go to 9-2 here. Mythical Rocket played that very well, but that misdrop was really the decider.
Yeah, and you could see as well from where that wasn't in the overall stack, he was looking to place that to set up a T-spin double, leading to reopen the well, but unfortunately, not everything can be, you know, foretold as it is intended to be.
Yeah. It happens, you know. We misdrop from time to time. Every Tetris player knows that.
Yep, and at the moment, looks like things are going pretty all right for the time being between both Mythical and HUGH. HUGH decides to launch a little bit of the early counter spike. He gets access to that very well.
Woo! All right, 9-3. HUGH is officially, as Potato has said, locking in.
I would not have referred to Mythical Rocket's decision for the T-spin double as greedy, but with all that incoming garbage, the fact that that L piece was used to set up the T-spin double overhang was what topped out Mythical in that instance.
Just bad timing, unfortunately. They're not going to be perfect every single time. And HUGH there, I think, had a color clue to open the well, but decided to leave themselves with a bit more to work with. Spinning left and right, and they're going down. And
oh no, HUGH! The T is so late!
Oh, baby!
He somehow missed the bus schedule once and twice again, and just unfortunately, Mythical Rocket is not able to get the efficient board follow-up that he's looking for, and HUGH continues to take rounds after being down 8 single rounds. Has taken 4 in a row, only given up 1, but it might be 2 in the case.
So close! That was so close having an out there, but Mythical Rocket secured that with a bit more attack on the end, and now we are a match point.
All right, early misstructure from HUGH, but has a good follow-up.
Yeah, I mean, the garbage worked out well for them, and the thing they need right now is a little bit of luck just to get them over the line. Mythical Rocket just wants to end this now.
This is a really good all-spin board for Mythical. Beautiful setup of the Prophecy on the T-spin double. Sets off that surge, but HUGH is ready. Has clean garbage.
It wasn't enough.
Retaliate.
The 21 was not enough to finish off HUGH. And in fact, HUGH's going to turn the whole thing around with another win.
Another nearly 1 attack per piece round from HUGH, and the Imus drop from Mythical Rocket going to close off access to the rest of that stack. And with all that incoming garbage, HUGH continuing to take rounds, and honestly, this is looking very good.
God! Oh, what the hell? The color clear into the PC with a quad!
Honestly, I'm surprised that that late eye for the overall PC of the TD opener worked out so well. But getting the extra, quad plus back-to-back with the all-clear bonus, that all-clear bonus does not need to be substantial. It is still quite a sucker punch to deal with.
Pure style points at that point, but God, it got me out of my chair.
I don't blame you.
But still, a long battle to still be fought for HUGH. 5 rounds away from pulling this off, whereas Mythical Rocket only needs 1. And they're both fighting for their life.
Honestly, that's a lot of surge coming in very quickly, but HUGH able to deal with so much of it that there's very little clean garbage left on this, or very little cheesy garbage. Most of it's still very clean, very easy to deal with.
Unfortunately for Mythical, they did not have access to the well when they hit that spike, and he was able to get out of it. But now they do, and hopefully for HUGH's sake, they're able to pressure here. Yes, they do, and now Mythical's building a bit of back-to-back.
And you can see HUGH is also waiting for a lot of the incoming garbage when there's very little left underneath the board. HUGH is almost looking for some of this incoming garbage to help build some more ammunition for these larger spikes.
Oh, and they break there! Beautiful timing!
Mythical misholds!
It's another round for HUGH! We're going to 10-7, baby!
This is a 7-2 run from HUGH in the past 9 rounds. Things were looking incredibly dire, and now we're on a 3-point game.
Mythical just can't seem to close this out no matter what they try.
Oh no, the missile!
HUGH accepts that? What? Are you kidding me? What is this greed?
Come on. Oh my goodness, HUGH is getting away with this. Mythical having some catastrophic misdrops.
Oh my god, they're on fire! They're actually on fire! HUGH with the tournament life of the line takes to row 19 and lives! The balls you need to have! Mythical can't finish them off!
This took so long for Mythical to build such an impressive lead, and it is slipping out of his grasp as HUGH has found another win condition, just simply deciding to pull the momentum from the rear end of the set. But we do have an early misdrop. HUGH!
Oh my god! No, that's going to be the match for Mythical. They finally finish it off and drop a quick GG's in chat. 11-8, but HUGH, what a run! Did everything right. But Mythical just took 1 round to turn it back around. What a run, guys.
As well in the set. That is a 8-2 run after losing 8 straight games.